Hey guys, it's Christian here. I just wanted to record this quick video because this is something that I notice a lot of people struggle with. If you're making anywhere between 0 to 5K per month, and maybe you're a student, maybe you work a minimum wage job, or you have a better job that pays you 4 to 5K per month, but it doesn't give you like the time freedom, location freedom, or financial freedom that you would like to have, then in this video, I'm going to be talking about a concept that's really important that I noticed that so many of you guys struggle, and you probably struggle with it as well. So I'm going to be talking about it and not only just identifying the problems with it, but also giving you a solution. Because I don't want to just point out like your flaws and point out the mistakes you might be making because you probably already know what you're doing wrong. You probably already know what you should be doing. The problem is you just can't get yourself to do what you know you should be doing, right? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can identify the problem, how can you can identify the right solutions, what you should be doing, but most importantly, how you can get yourself to do it, right? Because that's what makes a difference, right? It's not the information, it's not the knowledge that makes a difference nowadays because all this information is accessible on YouTube, Instagram Reels. If you search on Google or talk to ChatGPT, you can find the answers to a lot of your questions. The problem is you implementing and you taking action and you actually making the change that you want to make. So I'm going to be talking how you can kind of like get yourself to be able to do these things, right? But first, I want to talk about three concepts. So, when you want to make money online, you need to first nail down the first one, which is choosing a high income skill. And not only that, like after you've chosen the high income skill, you need to work on developing your skill, right? You need to work on like the knowledge, the experience, and the skill acquisition, right? So, number one, you need to choose a high income skill, and then you need to work on this skill, right? Because if this skill that you've chosen is not like something you really understand or you can do well, then when you try to get clients or you try to make content or you try to do whatever to monetize a skill, you're gonna have a hard time because you're just not good enough to like give value to other people yet. So number one is you need to choose a skill and you need to identify a skill that you want to focus on and stay consistent with it. Like those switch skills, don't like try one skill then a different one. Stick to this one skill and really focus on developing the skill. And this could be through reading, watching courses, paying mentors to like mentor you, maybe joining communities or programs around this skill, and also putting in the reps, right? Maybe if you're a copywriter, you have to write a lot of copy. If you're a video editor, you have to edit a lot of videos to become better. Or if you want to do YouTube or some type of content creation, you need to create more content to get better, right? If you're doing sales or agency, you need to do more outreach and you need to like get better at doing this outreach, right? Now, this ties into like the second concept, which is number one is picking a skill and acquiring the skill. And number two is like conveying your value to the people outside, right? Because making money is like a value exchange, right? First, you have value. You get value by learning the skill, getting experience, gaining knowledge. And then number two is you have to now share this value that you've gotten with other people, right? You have to find clients to work with. You need to make videos that people find entertaining or educational or just inspirational or motivational. You need to make videos that give value to people. Or you need to find clients that pay you. You need to find businesses that want to work with you. You want to find people who want to give you money in exchange for the value that you have, right? And in order to be able to convey this value to people, number one, you need to have the skill. But then number two is you have to put yourself out there. You have to send messages. You need to post videos. You need to do volume, right? In order to get yourself out there and get people to know what your business is about and know who you are and be able to monetize the skill, right? And now number three is another point, and this is the idea of like avoiding distractions, avoiding cheap dopamine sources, avoiding temptation, avoiding things that take away your ability to acquire the skill or take your ability to like portray your value to other people, right? Because when you fall in these like bad habits, they distract you. They diminish your like your focus, your energy, your attention is lower, and they make it harder for you to do number one and number two. So number three is avoiding the negatives, avoiding distractions, and all these things. And now let's talk about how you can do that, right? So now that you know the three things that you're supposed to do, which is number one, acquire the skill. Number two, uh, show value to the world so that you can get paid for your skill. And number three, avoid all the distractions and things pulling you in different directions. Now you need to do those three things, right? But the problem is you probably already know that you should be doing this. The only issue is that you have trouble getting yourself to do the reps that you know you're supposed to do. Maybe if you're a video editor, you know you should be making 3 videos a day on several accounts, right? You should be sending a certain amount of outreach messages. Maybe you have to send 10 or 20 or 50 or more, right? but you just can't get yourself to do it, right? You know that you should be sending 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, but you only manage to like send one, maybe you send zero, maybe you send five, right? You can't hit the goal that you know you're supposed to hit. And when you're posting videos, you post one day and then the next day you forget to post. And then, you can't just, you don't have the consistency. You don't have the ability to just get yourself to do it, right? And I'm going to talk to you about like the way that you could do that, right? So let's use like the gym analogy, right? So let's say, for example, your goal is to bench 100 kilos, 225 pounds, and that's your end goal, right? But you're a beginner in the gym. It's like your very first day. You've never gone to the gym. You don't know how to lift weights. You don't even know how to do the right form. You don't know anything, right? You don't know anything about diet, anything about lifting. If you try to like lift the 225 pounds, the 100 kilos on your very first day, it's going to be impossible. You're not even going to be able to lift the bar off the rack. Like you're not even going to be able to move the bar a little bit, right? Because that weight is too heavy for you, right? And if you judge yourself based on your ability to bench this weight, then you're gonna like have a hard time feeling good about yourself or feeling that you're strong, right? Because first of all, you're not supposed to be able to lift this weight on your day one, even on your first month, even on maybe even your first year, right? You're not supposed to be able to lift this weight, right? Because this weight is like not like beginner weight, it's advanced weight, right? Or intermediate weight, right? And if you try to like judge yourself and try to hold yourself to the standard that's way too high and way too like difficult for you as a beginner, then you're gonna feel bad about yourself. You're gonna feel like you're failing. You're gonna feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But instead, what you should be doing is start with the bar. Once the bar becomes easier at 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, and start to gain momentum. Like first do the bar, that's a check, and then now do 10 pounds, that's a check, 20 pounds, and then you just start to like accumulate these small wins and take these little steps. And this makes it feel more positive. You feel like, okay, I'm getting stronger. I could do 20 pounds and the bar now. I'm getting better. Now I could do 40 pounds and the bar. I'm getting way better. Like I'm getting stronger. I'm getting progress. And I see visible results, right? And that's a positive frame, right? Meanwhile, judging yourself by your ability to be able to lift it to 25 or 100 kilos, you're always gonna not feel good about yourself. You're always gonna feel like you're failing because that's such a high bar and it's such a high goal, right? It just feels like demotivating to compare yourself to this, right? But it motivates you when you look at the small wins, when you try to get the momentum, and that's what you need to do. You need to find the momentum little by little, getting some small wins and making some progress. And it's the same with online money, right? Let's say you're making videos, you're editing, or you're creating content. You should be posting 5 videos a day, maybe 3 videos a day, maybe a certain amount of videos per week on YouTube, right? And you should be doing that, but you just can't because how are you going to go from posting 0 videos a day your whole life to being able to post 5 videos a day every single day without fail? And it's just going to be hard because first of all, you're not conditioned to make videos. Maybe you're not even that fast at making the videos because you're inexperienced, right? So to put yourself that high standard of making 5 videos a day for like the rest of the year, every single day without fail, it's such a high bar because you've made 0 videos your whole life. So instead, what you need to do is, okay, I'm making 0 videos right now. Now let me try to make 1 video a day. Once 1 video a day becomes easier, then I could do 2 videos a day, 3 videos a day, 4 videos a day. Eventually, you work up to making 5 videos a day, right? And if you try to do 5 videos a day, you might be able to do it one time, maybe 2 times. Then third day, you're gonna miss. Fourth day, you're probably gonna miss it. Fifth day, you're gonna come back. The sixth day, you're gonna miss it again. You're just gonna get demotivated because it's such a hard goal that you can't hit it all the time, and you start being inconsistent. You start to lose momentum. Meanwhile, if your goal was 1 video a day, it's easy to hit as a beginner. You'll gain momentum. You'll gain that consistency. It'll become a habit, and then it'll be easier. And same with outreach, right? You should send 1,000 messages, 500 messages a day. Start with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, then scale it up little by little. Once like 200 or 20 becomes easy, do 30, then do 40, 50, and then just progress, right? So the whole thing I want you to understand from this video is that if you want to do what you should be doing, let's say you should be doing outreach, you should be posting videos, you should be building a personal brand, you should be working on your business. And you should be working 10-hour days, 12-hour days, 14-hour days, whatever it is that you need to work during like the grind phase in the trenches. You're not going to be able to go from 0 to that. You're not going to go from 0 to working 12 hours a day. It's just hard, right? You have to like build up to it. You have to Go from zero to working 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, trying to make your time more like worthwhile, more productive over time, right? You have to like find incremental steps, right? Because that's going to make the day to day more enjoyable. You have to focus on being better than yesterday, better than last week, better than last month, and not focusing on this version, right? Because you're going to get to this version right here, this highest version of you, the one that's hitting the bar all the time, the one that's doing like the peak work that you should be doing. You're going to eventually hit it, but you're not going to hit it anytime soon. As a beginner, it's just too far and too far ahead of you for right now. So just work on like making progress, getting closer, moving up, making it easier for you, and then eventually you're going to hit this, right? So that's kind of like the concept I wanted to share in this video. And I've talked about this in other videos, and even with like my own posting journey. Like if you guys watch this channel, I've been posting Mondays and Fridays, and these are not 10 out of 10 videos. My speaking level, my like way of explaining things, my voice, my conviction, it's still developing. Like it's way better than it was years ago, but I feel like I'm still not a 10 out of 10 speaker. The editing style on this video is not 10 out of 10. The quality, the production is not 10 out of 10, and I'm not focused on that. Like eventually, I'll be able to make 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 videos, but right now I'm just focusing on posting Mondays and Fridays, making sure I never miss a day, which I have not missed a single day, right? And I'm just focused on like getting used to talking, getting used to being on camera, getting used to sticking to the schedule. And over time, I'll probably increase the posting volume. Maybe I'll do shorts, maybe I'll do Instagram reels. Eventually, I'm going to add more elements to it. But right now, I'm focused on this. I'm focused on like building this up, putting in the practice, putting in the reps, getting better, and making this a strong habit, right? That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on 10 out of 10 videos. I'm focused on doing this better and improving and making that progress. Eventually, I'm going to move along the spectrum and get to 10 out of 10, right? And you need to do the same, right? Like use my upload journey, use my journey on Telegram. Like I haven't missed a single day on Telegram in like months now, because I really built the habit. I've become really consistent. I've applied these principles that I talked to you guys in this video about building habits. Being consistent. Like viewing things in a positive light, right? Instead of beating myself up for not being 10 out of 10, I just stack wins, small wins, momentum. I build up consistency, and that's what it's about, right? Because these little things that you build right here, these small wins, this momentum, it's what gets you here, right? To the 10 out of 10 phase, and you can't go from here to here without going through this like phase right here, right? So this is what I want you guys to understand. You need to like focus on the short term, focus on the day to day, focus on getting better than yesterday, last week, last month, right? And eventually you're gonna hit that high goal that you have for yourself. But you just can't lose hope. You can't beat yourself up. You can't like feel like you're failing because you're not there yet. You have to focus on just what you can do now, right? But anyways, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna include my Telegram channel in the description. Go ahead and join that if you're not already in there. I'm posting voice notes, messages on a daily basis in that channel. So make sure you guys go follow the Telegram channel if you're not already in there. And lastly, like I mentioned earlier, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting every single Monday and Friday, and you don't want to miss it, right? So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.